Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning, everybody. Nice to meet you on this happy occasion. Okay, we are going to learn about English lesson, and our topic today, we are going to discuss about narrative text. But before we start our lesson, I'd like you to let's pray together. I hope with praying, Allah may lead and teaches us in learning English. Okay, well, student, how are you this? How are you today? Okay, I hope you all are fine and in good condition. Okay, let's start our lesson now. Have you heard about the story Maling Kundang, the story of Cinderella, the legend of Tangkuban Perahu, the Ant and the Grasshopper, Romeo and Juliet? Okay, that's all include narrative text. All the story are include narrative text. Okay, what is a narrative text? Narrative text is an imaginative story with complicated or problematic events, and the main participant in the story usually try to find resolution of problems. Jadi, in bahasa Indonesia, narrative text adalah sebuah cerita dengan rangkaian peristiwa yang mencari solusi untuk memecahkan masalahnya. Okay, that is definition of narrative. Now, do you know what is the purpose of narrative text? Or what is the function of narrative text? The purpose of narrative text is to amuse or to entertain the reader with the story. Okay, the second one, to teach readers by showing moral value indirectly. Next form of narrative text. Number one, or the first, fairy tales. For example, fairy tales. The example are Cinderella, Snow White, Frog Prince. In bahasa Indonesia, fairy tale is dongeng. Okay, the second one, the form of narrative text is fable. Fable is story about animal. For example, mouse, deer, and crocodile, the ant and the old dog, the lion and the mouse. And that is examples of fable. The next, the form of narrative text is legend. The legend, for example, the legend of Tangkuban Perahu, the legend Maling Kundang, and the legend of Lake Toba. That is example of legend. The next is myth. For example, Nyi Roro Kidul, Batara Kala, Dewi Sri. That is the example of myth. Next, romance. Story about love. For example, Romeo and Juliet. Horror story, etc. Okay, that is the form of narrative text. I explain again. The first one, fairy tales, fable, legend, myth, romance, horror. Okay, let me give you an example of fable. Okay, we are going to read about the story of the ant and the grasshopper. Okay, listen to me carefully. Okay, the first one, generic structure of narrative S, call it orientation. Once upon a time, in summer day, in a field, a grasshopper was hopping about in a musical mood. An ant passed by. Bearing along with great toil an ear of corn. He was talking to the nest. Okay, the second generic structure complication. The grasshopper invited the ant to sit for dancing and singing. With ant refused, I'm storing up food or winter. Why don't you for the same? Asked the ant to the grasshopper. Pooh, why bother about the winter? Sighed the grasshopper. We have got enough food for fresh, but the ant went its way and continued his toil. Some days later, winter came. The grasshopper found itself dying in of hunger. Okay, that is climax. Resolution. He went to ant's nest to ask some food. Ant served him some corn after he had danced and sung for them. Then the grasshopper understood that. Okay. Reorientation. It is the best to prepare for days for necessity. Okay, now I'd like to explain about generic structure of narrative text. The first one, call it orientation. Orientation is the beginning story that consists of introduction of character or participant, who, time, when, and place, where. Okay, I repeat my explanation. Orientation is the beginning story that consists of introduction of characters or participants, who, time, when, and place, where.